the reason to bring you here is because you are in what is called an insula. I-N-S-U-L-A in Latin. And think of the English word that came out of that, insular, someone who looks inwards. So we are surrounded by individual family homes. Parents, kids, parents, kids, parents, kids, all the way around. Someone comes here, let's say they settle in this house over here. And then the eldest son wants to get married. He's working with his father, they're working together in a profession, he wants to get married. How does he do that? The first thing he does is that there will be an arrangement with another family, a girl will be introduced to him, they will go through a betrothal. Betrothal is a commitment. This is why in the book of, is it Matthew or Luke? This is, but being an honourable man, he wanted to divorce her.
Yeah, that's in Luke.
That's in Luke. They're not married. Why would he want to divorce her? Because the betrothal is a binding legal contract, signed by both sides, witnessed by two witnesses, that these two people are going to enter into a marriage, and that if the man ever wants to divorce her, he will have to pay this much for her and provide for her children. Maintenance was already in Jewish law 2,500 years ago. So that was in there, okay? And you can't get out of that. The only way getting out of that is going through a whole divorce procedure, which is breaking open the contract. That's what it means. Even though Mary and Joseph were not married at that particular time, that's what that means. So he would be someone that you're a young guy, you're going up to getting close to the age of 20, you've got a fiance, a betrothed girl, you might see each other occasionally, that she wouldn't yet be coming to live with you, she'd be living with her parents until the wedding. Marriage was a contract from the Persian era and before. Marriage before the Persian era, there was no contract. It was two people spend a night under the tent together, they're married. That's it. Like when Ruth goes into Boaz. You take your wife, literally, that's it. It's a bit of an agreement, obviously, but that's the concept. Consummation is the marriage. In the Jesus lifetime, there's a contract for the betrothal. The consummation is the marriage too, but you can't do that next to your sisters and brothers and your parents and the goats. You have to have your own living room. So until you've built a room, an additional, I want to save money, right? I'm a young guy, I'm not got that much money, I'm working with my dad, I want to save money. What do? I go to my father's house, this is his living room, up above it is his Cataluma rod, this is Cataluma's up there, this is his storage area because it's got the stone floor. They always use stone floors, the more dirt floors for everything else. What do? I build myself a room over here. I build a room on his house. I'm actually talking, it's the opposite way around. This is the father's house over here. I build, I've got a text on, and I say to him, hey, build me a room over here. He'll say, well, 4 walls. Oh, no, not 4 walls. I only need 3. I'm using my dad's wall. I've saved a wall. I'm saving money. And as soon as I've got this, for my room, it's eventually going to be my storage room because I'm going to build myself an upper room over it later. But you start out with that room. When you have a room where you can bring your bride, you can get married. You're building a room on your father's house. And then the next son gets married. And he says, over there, build me a room over here on my father's house. Because I want to save a wall. And I want to be near my mother because my wife is going to help cook with the family. So you don't even need your own storage, but then the children start to come along. And your wife doesn't want to go to her mother-in-law all the time, to her stock and her larder. You now have to have your own larder. So you'll build yourself then, you go to the Tecton and say, build me now an upper room. This is now going to be the storage area. And your wife will say, I want a courtyard, I want to do my own cooking when it's convenient for me, not have to go to my mother-in-law. So she gets her courtyard and a cooking area. And then eventually you'll need your own storage area. And you form your 4-sectioned room, and your other brother's over here with his 4-section room, and your next brother's over there with his 4-section room. Brothers live together. Girls went to live with their husbands. You are living in a family complex. And you're going to go on pilgrimage. Maybe one of the families will, one year they'll spend it between you. Who's going to go to Jerusalem this year? Who can afford it this year? And then on Shabbat, when everyone's together, the whole family will come together with the grandparents and they'll eat their Sabbath meal out in the courtyard, the whole family together. sharing everything. Each one of the wives will bring what she's got, and everyone will share everything. You are living in this incredibly beautiful family atmosphere. This is the way they lived for centuries. And what Jesus is doing when in the teaching we're going to read about, he's taking the beauty, that warmth, that love of the family atmosphere, and in his view, that is the kingdom of heaven. When you've got that love with yourself and God, with everyone together. It's a concept that's very, very powerful, but it's what he learned from the way he grew up. So, and the way people live. This is the way people lived. Not a house over there, oh, I'm the brother, I'm going to build on that hill. This next brother, I'm going to build on that hill because we share the farmland. You live close together. And now all of this complex, which is one family, you'll see a gate out there goes to the court, to the street. There's a gate out there goes to the street. And there's a gate down there that goes down to the street because they've got a system that's shared down there. That's it. You've got to get to this family, or any section of this family, you've got to come into the central courtyard. So it's a self-contained unit. Make sense?
Look at what Jesus tells his disciples in John chapter 14. Let not your hearts be